What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good? It's your man Theo Butler. Let's see what a week it was Wednesday. What a week it was Wednesday. What a week it was. It was a hell of a week. Yeah. What a week it was Wednesday. We in here and everything. I know I'm probably some of y'all. Like, I'm in here by myself and everything like that. Let me see. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me see if we listed. Let me hold on. Let me see something here. Because we might be unlisted. We might be unlisted. Hold on. Let me get right here. Yeah. Y'all should be able to see that thing now. You should be able to see the thing now. You should be, yeah, we in here. We are in here. We're recording and everything like that. It is what a week it was Wednesday. I started the video off and had it unlisted and everything like that. But the notification should be going up. You should be seeing it and everything like that. So we gonna see what we got going. It is Wednesday. So we gonna see what we got going on. It's Wednesday. I see us being live and everything like that. And that I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, I see it. I don't know if you see it. I'm gonna come back. I'm trying to see it. What do you say, Theo? There we go. We got two folks up in here. I told you I'm trying to I'm trying to make sure we got what we need and everything like that. Yeah, YouTube be tripping. That's all I said. YouTube be tripping. But we in here. It is what a week it was Wednesday. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all did not have to do that. Y'all didn't. We in here. We got a great show. I believe we got a great show. I hope you think we got a great show. We're in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. No, we're not in here for that. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. So y'all go ahead and pull on up and everything like this. We're just making sure we got what we need. We need what we got. Y'all pull on up. Yeah, y'all pull on up and everything like that, though. See who we got going on up in here. We got three folks. Salute. Now tell them it's in here. I feel good then. Now tell them it's in here. So let's go ahead and go over what we got planned for tonight's show. Like I said, I think we got a great show for tonight. We got three. That fills me with glee. So we're going to go ahead and break down the topics for tonight's show. Yeah. I like this. I'm crunk. I'm absolutely crunk. I'm excited for tonight's show. Blacks, keeping blacks submissive. Yeah, that's weird to me. We gonna talk about it because I think we didn't got used to doing it so much so well. I don't even think we cognizant of when we do it. We just find ourselves doing it. I'm like, well, damn. Do you hear what you're saying? We're gonna get into it. We definitely gonna get into it. Shaq tells RG3 to chill out on Angel Reese. Will he listen? Robert, that's a big fella. And he's been a big fella his whole life. So I'm hoping this ain't one of them times ego is getting the best. I hope you listening to big fella. Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird. Yeah, this is relevant to the whole thing that can't. Yeah. Wonder if could you imagine if Larry Bird and Magic Johnson played basketball today? Could you imagine how toxic that would be? Yeah. There we go. That's funny. I was watching the old live of yours when I got this notification. There we go. Mr. Terrific rules the weekend. Wait a minute. Wasn't that a Superman movie? We gonna get into it. Yeah. Darwin's deletion. Shout out to Edie Gathegi. Brother, I'm happy for you, brother. I'm happy for you. We gonna talk about Edie Gathegi, his role with Darwin, how he was, as Cool in the Game would say, misled in regards to what that character was supposed to be doing. We're gonna talk about that. Speaking of Mr. Terrific, where we been? Yeah, no. We doing the same damn thing right now with Michael Holt that we did with T'Challa, acting like that character brand new. He ain't. But where we been? There we go. We gonna get into it. Comics this week. Another light list. Imperial issue 2. Absolute Batman issue 10. Ultimate Black Panther issue 18. And I guess we'll go ahead and see what's going on. Cause we gonna be transparent. We gonna be transparent. What's going on, Big Chad? We gonna be transparent because I think we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about being black and proud. We're gonna go back to the civil rights era because I think some of us didn't forgot that. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna use the world to come as a prime example of that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. X-Men Revelations. The continuation of a trend, huh? The Epstein Files. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Christopher Priest, The World to Come. Story revisited. It's a story. Say it's a story. No duh. Every comic book story is a story. Right? Yeah, we're gonna jump into it. Breaking up T'Challa and Aurora. You know what, folks that are happy they aren't together, don't want them to be together. You know what what they never say, what they never mention, what they never reference, what they never address, what they never speak on. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, which is crazy because they black. Yeah, this might be a reflective episode. Yeah, this might be, mind you, I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm gonna not tell you. I'm gonna ask some tough questions. They're all rhetorical. They're all rhetorical. If I say something in this episode that offends you, you might need to ask yourself why you got offended, because I wasn't talking to you personally. Yeah, all right. Also, solving the WWE Championship belt problem. Shout out to my daughter, Crystal. She is a huge WWE fan. She said, Dad, they got too many belts. We gonna jump off into it. That said, let me greet everybody that's pulled up because I don't want to be rude. We got Nightella, the difficult question asking brother in the group, Black Panther fan group. Thank you for my responding to my tweet as you say, we got Wakanda at the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Wakanda at the house. What up? What's going on, Big Ronnie? What is going on? Maxine Shaw, afternoon. What's going on? Big Maxine is in the building. Head door herself. We got a couple of head doors around here. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Big Ronnie, yeah, we're going to get into this thing. Me and my brother, Daryl, we're having a conversation in regard. We believe we're shadow banned. Because it don't matter what type of content we put up. The numbers change infrequently. So as far as Daryl and I are concerned, YouTube is suppressing our content, and I'll make sure I keep greeting everybody. Big Ronnie, Chad in the building, Diabolical Nerd, what's going on? So the reason why I say shadow ban, this isn't a dig. Actually, it's congratulations. There is a YouTuber, a brother out there that just received something from Marvel Studios. Congratulations, big dog. They acknowledge it. I'm not going to mention the brother's name because we keep stuff in-house. I am going to point out some stuff. That brother, 2 days later, if not yesterday, the day before yesterday, took to YouTube. And what he says, he a day later than $1 short, by the way. But it's ironic that it comes right after you received a gift from Marvel Studios. Here's what the brother has out there. The real reason why everyone, not some, the real, as in this is the only reason, the real reason why everyone hates Ironheart, 22,000 views. 22,000 views. Now, he does a great job in highlighting, pointing out, calling out the racists. But we know why they don't like Ironheart. But they're not everyone that dislikes Ironheart. And you, my guy, considering who you are, you know better. So now you come across like a glazer for the MCU, like a glazer for any and everything Marvel. But you black first, though. I watched your video. Not one time did you mention the differences between that character in the comic books and that character in the MCU. All you did was repeat the racial talking points from the racists. That's all you did. You didn't address anything else. Did I say you got an award from Marvel 2 days ago? I ain't mention your name. That's me doing you a solid, brother to brother. But you being awfully convenient for the studio, who you and I both know don't give two damns about you. The question is, well, actually, it's not a question, because if the studio sent you a gift, the studio has your mailing address. The studio has your mailing address. Safe to say, the studio been had your mailing address. So now a fair question can be asked, where do your loyalties lie first? Fair question. I ain't got the answer. I know exactly who you talking about. I ain't got to answer the question because he did it. He did it. Now, mind you, I'm going to do this real quick here. There are some of us real familiar with the story of Adam and Eve. We're very, very familiar with the story of Adam and Eve. I'm staying right here. This is me talking about the world to come. Yes, I'm talking about the world to come. Came out today. Okay. The story of Adam and Eve. I never understood how the serpent got Eve to go along with what they were saying when Adam was literally telling her what the lick read, and Adam got his marching orders right. Well, she kept picking at him. She kept tugging at him. I know. I'm telling you what I experienced, because I'm in this particular instance, I'm Adam. The world to come would be the forbidden fruit. I cannot tell you how many times, directly or indirectly, I've been asked to be okay with that book. What for? No, dead ass. What for? I have been asked about that book, to buy that book. What's my issue with that book? Why don't I go back and revisit the book? Yeah, that was Eve talking to Adam. See, the thing is, I ain't Adam. I could have told Eve no all day. I'm not going to move. Now, mind you, I'm not going to move because of what transpired on December 10th, 2020. That's why I'm not moving. See how that go? I go all the way back to see. I ain't the world to come. They ain't got a damn thing. It's some more onto it. It's some more onto it, right? That's all it is. It's some more onto it. The stuff that's taking place in that story, it's further validates why I stopped effing with them on December 10th, 2020. But here's the shame of it all. I wasn't the only one that said I was done. Damn sure wasn't the only one that said if they delete T'Challa in Black Panther 2, I'm done. I wasn't the only one that said that. The thing is that it ain't that many of us still moving like that. It ain't that many of us still moving like that. And that's fine. You ain't got to. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to think less of you. I will think differently. But thinking differently of you isn't me thinking less of you. Me thinking differently of you is just adjusting my expectations on how you going to move. That's all it is. I'm just going to adjust my expectations. But just so we clear, the world to come is the forbidden fruit. Just so we clear. In that scenario, I'm Adam. But I'm Theo's version of Adam. Theo's version of Adam don't give a damn if the world to come is issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, trade paperback. Theo ain't effing with it. Theo ain't finna spend no money on it. Theo ain't finna encourage his brothers and sisters to spend no money on it. No, I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm not going. It's the forbidden fruit. That's what that is, the forbidden fruit. So I said all that to say this. I'm not going to be upset if you bought it. I'm not going to judge you if you bought it. We grown. Do what you want to do with your money. It's because it's your money. I'm just going to adjust how I think, my expectations in regards to you. Why? It's fair. Don't get mad. You're paying for your misrepresentation. While telling me, because I done heard this from more than one person, which I don't get, Marvel is $1 billion business. That's obvious. So when you say that to somebody, you're stating the obvious. But you know what you won't state? Which is crazy, because not only is it American history, it's Black history. You don't state that you literally had a city bend the knee to you, and you didn't forget. You would think those of us who have our people historically make it a whole damn city bend, capitulate, we wouldn't have no problem going toe-to-toe with $1 billion business. Or maybe it's we lack the intestinal fortitude of one white man who went toe-to-toe with Coca-Cola. One white man. He didn't go toe-to-toe with Coca-Cola for his representation. He didn't go head-to-head with Coca-Cola for his imagery. He didn't give two damns about his love, his loyalty. He wanted his flavor back. And if you are Gen X baby boomers, you know that damn story. That's an American story. Somehow we didn't forget. Or is it that we believe we ain't got it like that? So somewhere between civil rights era, I'm being asked to believe that my fellow brothers and sisters lost the backbone. Lost the spine. Because I got folks in their 30s telling brothers and sisters in their 50s what they can't do. I got brothers and sisters in their 40s telling brothers in their 50s and 60s to give up. Who raised you? Where do you come from to even spout that? But you the first ones want to talk about damn Tulsa, Oklahoma. How are you talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you ain't even got the intestinal fortitude to have been a part of Tulsa, Oklahoma? You ain't got it within you to have been a part of Rosewood. Why? Because you're quick to give up. You don't see any value in you. And that is propaganda 101. They done already won. I got black folks, young black men, telling older black men it's career suicide to go up against Marvel. You're a weak-minded brother. I got brothers telling other brothers it don't make no sense to go up against Marvel. Damn. So you forgot that whole damn Coca-Cola story? Because that's literal history. I ain't judging. I'm just adjusting my expectations. When you tell somebody that's black that they can't fight against Marvel, well, I'm sorry. Recent history tells me otherwise. Didn't we just shut down EA, that Black Panther video game? See, I guess we're not keeping up with history. Or do we need me to say a black writer came out and said it? The black writer, yeah, I'm finna go there now. The black writer that so many of us got an issue with, yeah, it's our fault that damn video game ain't coming out. It ain't got a damn thing to do with production. Oh no, it's us. And you have the audacity to keep telling your brothers and sisters what they can and can't do. But you know what? That's part of the course. Didn't we tell one another in 2010 we couldn't have a black job? I know I'm pissing people off. Don't care. You in your feelings? You feel like I'm talking about you? I probably am. Didn't we tell one another we couldn't have, we weren't qualified to fill a black job? Or we didn't need nobody other than us to tell us that. We told us that. We said Damson Idris couldn't be the next Black Panther. We said that. Yeah. We said no brother could replace Chadwick Boseman as an actor. Meanwhile, they brought in another Academy Award winning actor. Slipped him right on in. And in 2025, you as a black person still fixing your mouth to tell your other brothers and sisters what they can and cannot do, what they should and should not have. Well, you know what? We never got to worry about getting it as long as we giving up before we get started. I'm just, like I said, I ain't mad. I'm just adjusting my expectation level. I can't expect you to move like me. And if you say we don't deserve it something, or you saying that we ain't got no hope going up against Marvel, well, if we got enough people that think the way you do, then it's safe to say we're not gonna get nothing accomplished. Anything accomplished. That's proper English. So I ain't saying. I'm just saying like we saying a lot without realizing what we saying, but you just need to know you saying it. So you don't need to have no different expectation, because the epitome of stupidity is doing the same damn thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, when do you expect the MCU or anybody to change how they treat you if you're not going to change how you engage with them? You want me to ask that question again? How do you expect somebody, or why would you expect somebody to change how they treat you if you're not going to change how you engage with them? To each their own. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Let me see. Recent history show the power withholding support when done wrong. Target with their stance against DEI. Damn, that's recent history, huh? We can't tell. Real wisdom did not come with age, it comes with suffering. It's true. William Moloch, Ronnie, what's going on? James, what's going on? I didn't suffer for all of my wisdom, but I can see how that tracks. Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't wisdom come with time? Granted, all older people aren't deserving of respect, but it seems like disrespect is a trend with younger folks. Safe to say you can tell the interaction they having with their mom and dad at the house. Ageism is practiced vigorously amongst the younglings. D-Real, that's true because I've been through it. Keeping up with these notes. What's going on, Grand Madam? My spiritual advisor's in the building. I skimmed through the book and saw Ross's son sitting on the throne and nicely placed that trash right back on the shelf. You know what's weird about that, Nightella? Is that I opened up my cell phone this morning and there's another blurb, right? Saying that those of us who criticize the first issue feel stupid. We rush to judgment. He's laughing. Now, that's what was said to me on Twitter. I got that regurgitated again, but I'm asking the question, so what should I feel stupid about? And this is why I bought every issue of John Ridley's run, because the person, they didn't say, they just put the front cover there. And those that repeated what that person said, that's all they said. They never said what transpired within the pages of the book. So let me see. Because comic book, T'Challa. I guess that's supposed to be Monica laying on the front cover. We open it up and Everett Ross is on the front, is on the splash page. Sitting on some skulls. I didn't know this was Everett Ross's comic book. I thought this was supposed to be a comic book about T'Challa. Even when I look at the damn solicits, does anybody remember reading Everett Ross' damn name in the solicit? No, this is being done by a dude who is being quoted as saying he could literally write a Black Panther comic book without T'Challa appearing in it. And I got folks saying, well, T'Challa was in issue 1 and did what in issue 1? Look old and damn decrepit. Stop giving folks. We say simple-minded stuff to one another, and I don't know why. We say simple-minded stuff to one another as a people, and I do not know why. So do you think I don't know what the hell happened in this damn book? Just because I don't talk about it. Do you think I don't know what the hell happened in issue 2? Just because it called me the grill for a reason. I didn't call me that. That name was given to me for a reason. For a reason. So we look at issue 2. So what's going on in issue 2? Oh, let me go back. We got T'Challa and Monica Lynn on the front cover and Everett Ross sitting on a pile of skulls on the splash page. But wait, isn't this a Black Panther comic book? Throughout the pages, we get Everett Ross's son putting hands on T'Challa. Well, I'm sorry. How many times I need to see T'Challa get his ass whooped before I done got tired? How many? And why am I being indirectly asked, do I give two damns about that book? No, I said it before the damn book came out. See, that's Eve asking Adam over and over again about that damn fruit. Did you not hear me the first time? Did I stutter? No, I said I'm not fooling with it. Now, some of y'all said the same damn thing. You did. Not everybody stood on their square. That's cool. But just because you didn't stand on your square doesn't mean you get to ask me to get off of mine. It doesn't mean you get to encourage me to get off of mine. It doesn't mean you get to suggest that I get off mine. You got off of yours on your own volition. Be good with your decision. But your decision does have T'Challa, a black man in a relationship with a black woman, unable to conceive a black child. Wow, where have we heard that before? And you literally have a blurred. See, this is why I don't subscribe to that. That's why I don't subscribe to that, because I ain't met the blurred yet really black. I meant what I said. I said what I just meant. I ain't met the blurred yet that's really holding it down for being black. I met the blurred that's convenient when it comes to being black. But the blurred that's 10 toes down for being black, I ain't met him. Him nor her. Not one bit. So you got this blurred trying to, I don't know, throw brothers and sisters that didn't buy this book. You buy it. You buy it. You got it right. Just like, what's the brother? Brother over there on Not Tell Him, got all them damn comic books. Black Panther. Yeah. See, he showed what the hell. I got Imperial. And I got all the older Black Panther comic books. See, that's what he did with his change. Yeah, you did that. Be good with that. You what you not gonna do? Theo not gonna have no videos on that. I'm not gonna have no videos on that. That's trash. You show me a comic book with one of the Fox boys sitting in the back cave in Bruce's chair in the back cave, we could probably have a conversation. Show me the black child coming from Krypton in a rocket and meets a black family no differently than Thomas M. We can talk, but that no, not even doing that. Not doing that. Not going. No, not doing that. It's sad that so many of us don't want to see ourselves as heroes. You know what? I ain't even talking about them because I got Wakanda at the house. Me and mine see us as heroes all day, every day, twice on Sunday. We know we can be heroes over here. We can be doctors. We can be lawyers. Yeah. We can be hairstylists and everything like that. We can be whatever we want to where I'm at. we don't even allow that in our house. No, because didn't I say I would be Alan Payne from CB4? Crazy. I'm black, y'all. I'm black. I'm blickety black. Yeah, that's what that is. I don't know no other way. Charlie still had the heart say urban and said, yeah, Black Panther on the cover. Storm was on the first cover to sell the book, but it's really about Ross. Yeah, it's a damn Everett Ross story. And I don't know when I ever gave two damns. Let me say, I'm saying this so I folks understand. I don't know when I ever gave two damns about Everett Ross. I'm sorry. Some folks might like Everett Ross. I ain't saying he a bad character. I just don't know when I ever gave two damns about him. I don't. I got the Everett Ross action figure. If they were selling Everett Ross as a solo action figure, I can't tell y'all about that. I can't tell you I would be pressed to customize an Everett Ross action figure. Why? Because he's a footnote in Black Panther history. The only dude give two damns about Everett Ross is the same dude writing this comic book right now. The dude that created Everett Ross. Don't nobody give two damns about Everett Ross. Giving two damns about Everett Ross is like asking somebody to give two damns about Phil Coulson. The only reason why anybody is giving two damns about Phil Coulson is because of what they seen in a damn Avengers movie. Nobody gives two damns about Phil Coulson. Nobody. After reading Marvel Knights Black Panther 1 through 12, I come to find out it's really been Ross's book since the beginning. Priest actually made Black Panther second. See, that's why I say go back and read. That's why I say go back and read. He went back and read it. See, sometimes we can like a comic book so much, we don't really read it. Well, reading is understanding the printed word. Sometimes we get so enamored with the pictures, we're not even looking at what we're reading. Sometimes we get so enamored with what we read, we're not even looking at the damn pictures. That's why I told people that trash with Avengers versus X-Men, that right there, if you're quoting that book as justification for T'Challa and Aurora breaking up, you really ain't read that damn story. No different than what he just said. Now, mind you, now tell him don't talk to Mr. Smith like that. But it's crazy. Not tell him without having had a extensive one-on-one conversation with Mr. Smith like I've had, he just said the same damn thing Mr. Smith said. Me and not tell him don't talk like that. Which means, Theo, I ain't never told him that was Everett Ross's book. No, that's that whole critical thinking that the Blur on Twitter accused us of not doing. Critical thinking. You told on yourself. You just want that book. No differently than quite a few of y'all wanted Black Panther 2. Well, you got it. You didn't need me to come along with it. I ain't got to be insulted for not going. I told you why I wasn't going. But that's what folks started doing. Started slamming those of us that didn't support the movie without saying why. Specifically. Same thing they're doing with this damn comic book. Not specifically saying why. Just vilifying, demifying, in trying their best to invalidate the credibility of those that don't want to partake. Why? Why is that necessary? To invalidate those who don't want to see the book as not being critical thinkers. You mean to tell me I'm not able to critically think about this being a comic book that's supposed to feature a black character where in Africa, a kingdom, a white child is fighting to sit on the throne of a black nation. I'm sorry, is this Tarzan? Is this George of the Jungle? Or is this the Phantom? I thought this was Black Panther. I thought this, because we got stories we can tell going all the way back to Mosi, right? Why we want it all of us old? It's the writer who has a fixation for white characters in the black characters titular comic book. And those of us that are black, because let me see, I want to be seen as the #1 black comic book fan. I want to interview with the black writer. I want Marvel Entertainment to know that I support any and every damn thing they do. I know what it wasn't. A black man can't conceive a baby with a black child, and you a blurred. I'm going to ask that question again because we keep ducking and dodging it over here. That's me going all the way back to the last topic I was going to talk to, because when folks keep saying they don't give two damns about Aurora and T'Challa, you know what they never address? They never address the black baby. They just say, no Aurora, no T'Challa. They never come up with another black couple. That says a lot. That's it. Stop crying. Stop going to social media. Stop bitching about injustices and everything like that. Stop crying about you ain't being given equal rights. Stop tripping about you being done dirty. Don't go to social media no more saying a black person got dead this way, because you ain't no different. You doing it your damn self. So don't do that no more. Don't waste nobody else's time. You not 10 toes down with it. You not. Even the black writer that's writing this comic book right now ain't 10 toes down with it. So stop. Stop. You're convenient. Anytime you can tell me you're literally spending your money for black misrepresentation. You're literally digging in your pockets. And stop telling folks that, well, we don't own these characters no damn way. You know what? The white dude didn't own Coca-Cola either. See, I'm gonna stay right there. We didn't own none of the Montgomery bus boycott system. The Montgomery bus system. We didn't own the bus company. So stop telling folks that. That's your way of copping out. And I expect better. So stop telling folks stuff like, we don't own this, we don't own that. You know what? You ain't never had to own a damn thing to effect change in that thing. You just have to realize you deserve better. And I can tell, based on how we move, we don't think we deserve better, or at the very least. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm gonna keep up with these notes though, because I don't want to belabor the point. I ain't gonna stay on that too long. I just wanted us to stop with some of the stuff we got going on. It hurts most when black writers devalue our most popular and respected characters here. Hero, yes it does, Grand Madam. Black Panther on the cover. Let's see. Because T'Challa still has a heart-shaped urban system at his old age. This is what I meant to say. Yeah. Diabolical Nerd. I was 1 year old when they had the Montgomery bus boycott. There it is. And we act like we act like that's not a thing. We act like we're not capable of anything, and we say that to one another. We literally say that to one another. Well, I'm gonna say it here. Don't waste your time with me no more. Don't waste your time with me no more. Like I said, I'm not gonna judge because it's not for me to judge. What I will do is just adjust my expectation level. And you can't be mad nor offended for me adjusting my expectation level, because okay, you adjusted yours. You said one thing, you did something else. Here's what it is. Moving right along though, Shaquille O'Neal tell Robert Griffin III, chill out on Angel Reese. So, okay. So in case we don't know what's going on here with the whole Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark situation, Angel Reese, they were playing a basketball game, committed a hard foul on Caitlin Clark. Robert Griffin III he has a podcast. We chose to do a podcast and basically state that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. That's why she filed her the way she did. So he didn't address the file, he addressed the intentions. Now, this has caught a lot of news, a lot of headlines. A lot of people have come to the defense of Angel Reese, Ryan Clark being one of those notable figures to have done it, and Shaquille O'Neal just now throwing his hat into the ring. Also, Gilbert Arenas, they talked about it. Cheryl Swoops on everything. Like, here's what I'm going to say to Robert Griffin III. Stop. The visual aesthetics look bad enough. You're a black man. Not saying you can't. You're a black man. You got your podcast. You're not a basketball player. This is the WNBA. You talk basketball. You talk football. You're a college football player. And your college football career was more successful than your professional career. You won a Heisman Trophy. Right? Right. You're doing your podcast. You're speaking on Angel Reese. You have your wife in the background. It would probably be better if you weren't doing the podcast, and if your wife is an athlete, let her speak on this. But you're not. You got her in the background, you doing the podcast, and you're doing too much in regards to negativity in regards to Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry, in regards to Angel Reese. It's too much. It's too much. And for somebody to have to, Shaq shouldn't even have to have told you to do that. You should have just backed away. You should be like, you know what, I done did too much. Or maybe you should have listened to somebody black that's a woman. I would love to have thought that your wife would have said, husband, stop. Not saying she hasn't, but clearly you're not listening. Well, now you got this dude that's that big, and he say what he mean, and he mean what he say. Don't do it. Don't. Because he got pull-up action in him. And when I say pull-up action, he don't mind pulling up. And I know you don't want that smoke. I know you don't want that smoke. You don't. Don't play the tough role. Don't. You don't want that. You don't. You've done too much. There should have been other things that you should have been able to talk about, sports related by now. I don't know why you still feel the need to talk about Angel Reese, but I'm going to say it one more time. You're not a basketball player. You're not. You're not even the person that we go to for social conscious issues. You're not. You're a podcaster. College football. I heard CBS picked you up. Great job. Talk college football. Leave the WNBA alone. Leave women's sports alone, period. You're not qualified. Stay out of that. Before you get hurt. That too big. Yeah, Shaq. Reese and Clark are bringing in the money with their beef. They are. Mark Henry didn't go as far as Shaq, but he on the Bob Grip. Yeah. Oh, Lord Jesus. You flash by night saying Mark Henry wants some. Bro, stop. And let me say this, because I want to bring this up too. Reese and Clark. That's why I talked about I brought up the whole Matt Johnson, Larry Bird comparison. Which is weird, because you would have thought that's what we were talking about when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were in their heyday. We didn't talk about race. We talked about two great bad, and mind you, they low key, which is what we wanted. Those of us that are mature, we were hoping Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark could give us that Magic Johnson, Larry Bird energy and everything like that. Y'all not letting it be that though. Y'all not, because they met. Now, mind you, let's be clear. Robert, this is the other thing. Caitlin started this. That was Caitlin. We're not going to have revisionist history. That was her doing the trash talking. A la Larry Bird. She trash talked Larry Bird to this day is one of the best trash talkers of all time. And you know what? I ain't heard one black basketball player that went up against him say they had an issue with him because he was talking trash. They're like, no, he for real. He for real. Not making it a racist thing at all. No, Buddy can play. And Buddy finna let you know where he finna get off. That's Caitlin. But you want to make Caitlin something she's not. An angel. She's not. She's a basketball player. A confident basketball player. Her and Angel, as Shaq said, ain't got to like each other. As a matter of fact, I don't like. Who all in here besides me that played team sports? Bueller, Ferris. True story. We're playing against the Pelham Hornets, Mitchell Baker Eagles. Yeah. I graduated high school in 1986. I want to say football season 1985. The Pelham Hornets are our rivals. We don't like them. They don't like us. This on some Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Raven type stuff. Except here's the thing. I play outside linebacker. My cousin, Ricky Hampton, he plays he plays right tackle. I ain't got to see him. See how that goes? He played right tackle for the Pelham Hornets, right? I played the right outside linebacker. So we never had to see each other that game, right? Right. Game start. I don't like the quarterback. Why? I don't want to get into it. But I told our defense coordinator I was blitzing all night long. And I blitzed all night long. The offensive tackle in front of me, he was getting it. Elbow stunting. He can't contain me. He catching hell. The quarterback didn't make it out the first half. The quarterback did not make it out the first half. Do you know what they did? Now, I don't know who told them, but what Pelham did was they switched offensive tackles. They took the left offensive tackle and moved him to the right side, and they moved the right offensive tackle and sat him in front of me. That was my cousin. And we were like this. What do you think we did the remainder of the game? Do you think me and him got into some tussle and stuff? Or do you think me and him, by and large, just stood there looking at each other? We stood there basically looking at each other. That's what we did. You talking about dudes who were going to the skating rink together? You talking about dudes who was hanging out together? You talking about dudes who were plotting on women together. We were road dogs. We wasn't finna do nothing right. But now, the offensive tackle that I did not know, he was catching. So as Shaq said to his point, you're supposed to not like each other. We don't play on the same damn team. I ain't supposed to like you. I ain't supposed to be able to stand you. I ain't supposed to give two damns about you until the whistle over with, and that's when we shake hands. Sportsmanship. Let's say, Professor Phil, I played high school football one season. That's why Shaq gave him the ultimate. Yeah, Grand Madam, he called himself standing against racism when a small account posted it, but he reposted it to millions of followers along with whining about what people said to him. Yeah, trying to be slick. Just stay out of it. Flash, not a monkey. Yeah, it was a monkey picture. Something that you would think this college-educated brother would know better. Like, you can see it. Don't repost it, idiot. Once again, that's a brother that don't know how to read the room. It's crazy. You sitting right there in the room and don't know how to read the room. I don't. Black mama and black daddy and don't know how to read the room. That's crazy. No, I don't know how you. Now, mind you, I didn't insult his family. See there? I didn't insult his family. I said, I don't know how, with what he got, he don't know how to read the room. That's crazy. Keeping the party rolling, though. So we went over, just make sure, we went over blacks keeping blacks submissive. I don't understand that one. We have literally went from telling one another we aren't qualified to replace one another as actors to encouraging one another to buy comic books that should feature us that don't feature us. That's crazy. Shaq tells RG3 to chill out on Angel Reese. That also covers the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson comparisons, because honestly, we should be able to just watch these two young ladies play basketball. That's the point of what I'm saying. We should just be watching these two young ladies play basketball. And let's be clear, we knew Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were cool with one another, but you couldn't tell when the Boston Celtics played the Lakers. You couldn't tell that. We saw Magic Johnson put Isaiah Thomas on the floor. We hug it out after the game over with, but I don't like you. When the referee blow the whistle, I don't like you. And if I like you, it's safe to say I'm compromised. I don't need to like you. Shout out to Black Magic flag football team. I don't know if they're still active here in the 850. We didn't like each other. There'll be some of the best games after the game is over with, though. With fathers, right? Husbands, right? That's when we can come back together. We're mature enough to turn it off. Mature enough to turn it off after the game. But during the game, no, we don't like each other. I don't want to like you. I'm trying to beat you. Within the confines of the game, within the spirit of the game, we're trying to beat you. So, shout out that. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Let's see here. Mr. Terrific rules the weekend. Mr. Terrific rules the weekend. I thought that this was a Superman movie. a Superman movie that, contrary to how some people want to get into it, I believe the Superman movie was well done. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this time right now to James Gunn. I was a little bit shaky, concerned on how you were doing stuff, but based on the way I see stuff filling out, and let me just tell you where I'm going with this. Without us thinking about it, without us really being aware of what he was doing, based on how he's doing his animation and his live action, James Gunn already has a well-diverse universe. Folks, you were tripping about other heroes being in the Superman movie, but that means he ain't got to do what the MCU did. He ain't got to build it up movie after movie after movie after movie like that. No, you already know Clark was on the scene 3 years before this movie came out. Right. You know the Justice Gang was already around. Right. Then you get to the building, Justice League headquarters, the Hall of Justice, and you see all the other stuff. So you know the Justice Society been around. You know the Seven Soldiers of Victory been around. You know all these heroes have been around. So regardless of whether he tell you or not, you see a movie or not, you know his universe is ready to go, whether he using live action or animation. So James, big up to you. That said though, Edie Gathegi. Did your thing, big dog. You did your thing. James Gunn, you did your thing, big dog. Y'all let Mr. Here we go. What we've been saying lately, let him cook. James Gunn let Edie Gathegi as Michael Holt, aka Mr. Terrific, cook. James Gunn cook. Hey, let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Edie Gathegi did his thing. Costume designer did your thing. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. The GD Mr. Mr. Terrific. I never played on anything besides flag football. That's okay. Migraine prone to play sport while I get taught. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right, SJ. That's all right. That's all right. You play. And if you listen, if you weren't able to play, all I can say is your body gonna probably thank you for at some point in time. Because those of us that have been playing sports for an extended period of time, well, we just gonna say we know when it get cold outside. We know when it get cold outside, and we know when it's fixing to rain. That's what I said, fixing to rain. But yeah. Getting back to that though, Mr. Terrific, Edie Gathegi did his thing, and he deserves it. He did state in an article, one, he wasn't going to take the role of Darwin. We need to understand that. He was against the role of Darwin after he received the script, because the script had where it only 2 black characters, and he saw where his character was getting deleted. The studio guaranteed him he would be coming back. That was the only reason why he took the role. Makes me ask how many other actors studios have gotten to take on a role knowing that's what they were going to do. Well, black actors, when I say that. So he took the role thinking that they were going to bring Darwin back at a later time frame. But when the Age of Apocalypse storyline hit and he didn't see Darwin coming back, he knew he'd been lied to. Well, shout out to James Gunn for not doing that. Shout out to James Gunn for that character shine. That character did what he was supposed to do. Now, what I understand folks get mad when I say you get mad because you're fragile. Your ego fragile. Well, that young brother is talented. That character is talented. Safe to say you had a writer-director who was not going to get in the way of either the fictional character nor the actor that was portraying him. So great job on that. My hat's off to you. Congratulations to you. James, congratulations on a fun ride. Fun ride for a movie. Don't care what other folks say. Mr. Gathegi, thank you. Thank you. Because I don't even know what to say with this one. Because I'm looking at James Gunn. Because folks mad that Edie Gathegi got just damn near as much screen time as Lois. Look at these parallels I'm getting ready to go here. He got damn near as much screen time as Lois. Meanwhile, over here in the MCU, T'Challa got how much screen time? And mind you, that wasn't his movie. Like, that wasn't Edie Gathegi's movie. That wasn't Mr. Terrific's movie. But T'Challa in his own damn movie. Now let's talk about the respect factor. You walked away feeling good. You did. You know you walked away feeling good because they walked away mad. That's how you know you feel. They walked away mad. You walked away feeling good. You're like, damn, that's what's going on. You didn't feel like this. What was saying? Damn, how many times they gonna kill it? Damn, how many times they gonna kill it? Damn, how this dude gets off the T-sphere. That's what we call it. Comic book. This dude get out the T-sphere with Lois and casually whoops everybody's ass. Like it's nothing. Excuse me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So I said, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, I think James Gunn was trolling the MCU. Well, how he was going to use Mr. Terrific. Somebody said, Theo, you weren't lying. I did. So, thank you. Thank you. That's black representation. That's powerful black imagery. We didn't get the love unless we're talking about the love that Edie Gathegi has for himself as a black man to make sure the black character he's portraying isn't misrepresented. That's what we talk about, loyalty, unless we're talking about the loyalty Edie Gathegi had to the character, the black character, to make sure he got it right. Unless we're talking about the loyalty from a director, quiet, that's crazy, because the director writer wasn't black. The writer director making sure he got that black character right. That's wild. That's wild. You're not folks not finna like what I'm getting ready to say. That writer director had way more respect for that character in somebody else's movie than the writer director has ever had for another character in their own damn movie, whether we're talking the first one or the second one. Hit that like button if y'all don't mind. before y'all forget, hit that like button. Before y'all forget, hit that like button. Let me see. Mr. Terrific, S. Shaddy says, was terrific. Gunn had a black male super genius from the comics delivered in the movies. Meanwhile, meanwhile, we're just gonna say it like that. Meanwhile, back in the Hall of Justice, we'll say Mr. Terrific one part was better than all of Cap 4. I ain't saying I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Theo might not judge you for buying the world to never come, but I will. Know what I said? I got no issue you staying informed by piracy. See how SJ? I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge anybody. One, that's not my job, and I'll hold that to be what that is. If I'm who I say I am and everything like that, I don't never have a right to judge another man. Now, expectations based on conversation that we may have moved and everything like that, I might expect you to move one way and you move completely different. Now, if you move completely different, I'm not saying the fault lies with you. I'm saying the fault lies with me. So what I will do is I will adjust my expectations of you. Not rightfully so, not wrongfully so, adequately so. Because I don't like being disappointed. And I think that is the biggest thing that I can say I've experienced. That's the emotion that I've experienced the most since December 10th, 2000. That's the emotion I've experienced the most. Disappointment. And it's been disappointment with me and mine. It ain't been anger. It's been disappointment. So appreciate that, SJ. Appreciate that so much. Someone that was a copycat scene with Yondu and Guardians, but Yondu wasn't putting hands on highly trained military soldiers like that. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. He was whooping ass. He didn't freeze. Oh man, keeping the party rolling though, because we're not gonna be in here. Where are we at? We're at an hour. We're at an hour, so we're tracking right. We are tracking right, keeping the party rolling. What do we got? Staying right there with Mr. Terrific. Where we been? I see a lot of folks taking to social media, talking about Edie Gathegi, and that's right. Should be talking about Edie Gathegi and his performance. But in regards to the character, Mr. Terrific, where we been? Now, these two action figures that I've gotten on Mr. Terrific, those aren't my first Mr. Terrific action figures. My first Mr. Terrific action figure actually goes back to when he was popping up in the Justice Society in the comic books. Let's go back. Mr. Terrific shows up in the Spectrum, issue 54, June 1997. That's 3 years after my oldest was born. She turns 31 this year. The rhetorical question I would ask is that if you're fascinated or you found yourself fascinated with this character's performance portrayal on the big screen, and this is your first time knowing about the character, why? Okay, say you came into the character on Justice League Unlimited, the cartoon. Why do you not know anything beyond the cartoon when it comes to this character? Curtis Holt popped up on Arrowverse. With Theo, what are you getting at? We've seen Mr. Terrific pop up in comics, have the Terrifics, and now he has his own comic book. But when we talk about us, where we been? There are way too many of us acting like this character brand new. This character ain't brand new. This character been around since 1997. 2007 made 10 years. 2017 made 20. Do you know what 2027 is going to make? 30 years. Ask yourself, how old are you? How old are you? Now the thing is this. You say you like the character. You like the character enough to see the character in comic books month to month, or you like the character enough to sit around and wait months, years at a time for the character to hopefully show up. If you like the character, go take your ass to the comic book store. God almighty Jesus. If you like the character, let James Gunn know we let everybody and their mama know how we feel about stuff on social media, but we won't tell them when we like some stuff. Go to social media and blow the damn character up. Order the damn action figure offline. That puts the spotlight squarely on the damn character and keep it consistent. When you go cosplay this year, don't go dress up as no other damn character. You do get your sexy flexy ass on and start working out so you can be Mr. Terrific. You're a woman, guess what? There's an alternate universe out there where his wife is Mrs. Terrific. Get your ass in shape and go work out and go cosplay as a black character. No, just stop doing all this stuff where we in it to win it just so long as it sound good and then we go away. No. Let folks know how much we care about this character. Let folks know how much we like this character. Stop being one and done, because that's what we do too much. Character been around and we acting like the character brand damn new. Character been around. Then Mr. Terrific take out the kaiju in one move and close the pocket dimension. Now that's positive representation. That right there. Black actors who got screwed by the MCU need to be giving Gunn a call. Gunn won't make you wait 6 years for a movie at all. Listen, I think Gunn calling them. I got Aaron Pierre. I got Edie Gathegi. I know James stop lying. We all know you're going to call Jonathan Majors, going to make a phone call. We said, and Jonathan Majors. Bro, I'm rocking with you. Did y'all see Jonathan on the interview? They asked John, say, did you feel, hey, you know what it showed me? It showed me who wasn't going to be there for me. I would have never got my, boy, listen, I felt that one. When you said what you went through, wouldn't have let, oh man, big dog, the way you feel about Megan is the way I feel about Alicia. Oh man, I felt that all in my spirit. And to see y'all doing the Pilates together, James, give him a call the missus too. Go ahead, bring it on over, make it do what it's gonna do. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, I love it, man. Now see, that's black love. We both act like you wrong for wanting that. I like to see that right there. I like, look, you see how happy they look? Oh God. And he ain't going nowhere. I seen it in his eye. The way he said God brought Megan to him, he ain't going nowhere. He considered him, he like me. He considered himself blessed that Megan is in his life. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. You know why? But that man learned the same damn thing I learned. The only person that was checking for him at his lowest was her. He don't give a damn about no other woman. I don't give a damn what you look like. You ain't gonna ever be Megan Good to Jonathan Major. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all so much I don't know what to do. Give him a call, James. Give them a call. Give them a call. But yeah, my dog say yeah. Give him a call. Give him a call. Next Icon, Rocket, Black Lightning, Amazing Man. I like that. Amazing Man, Dixon, Nubia, except man, come on, somebody. Yeah. Make the phone call. I mean, look what Gunn did with Idris Elba. Bloodsport was incredible. And now he is showing up on the new Superman. Listen, that's what I'm talking about right there. I ain't seen James Gunn disrespect us yet. I say yeah, because anything's possible. But no, you're right. James, Idris Elba. That's a supporting role. Bloodsport is done better than Isaiah Bradley. Y'all like, damn, Theo. No, that's a side character. They treated him with way more. What did you see Bloodsport do? You seen John Cena's character, Peacemaker, fire a bullet, a pew-pew. You saw Bloodsport fire a pew-pew. What did Bloodsport's pew-pew do to John Cena's pew-pew? Right. We don't even know what it's like for a black character to take an L over there with James Gunn. Thank you, James. Thank you for reading the room. Thank you for reading the room for like, yeah, they sensitive. I ain't doing that over there. Thank you. Yeah. Next, Tiana Taylor needs to be Vixen. Yeah. Hold on. No. No. I ain't doing that. Tiana Taylor. Ain't that Aaron Pierre lady? Yeah. Oh, no, hell no. Make her star Sapphire. Yeah. Sis, Hal too old. You didn't already, that dude there, he too old. We don't want a race swap character. We don't want that. Give us an OG. Matter of fact, it's a sister out there that's been a star Sapphire, so we ain't finna act like that. Yeah. And her and John was in a relationship. Come on, James. James. Come on, James. Tiana Taylor as that star Sapphire. Aaron Pierre. Come on, James. James, bring it home. Come on, James. Bring it home, James. Don't do that, James. Don't act like that, James. Don't act like that. We knowledgeable comic book fans. Don't act like that, James. You got it right there. you got it right there. Don't do that. When you look back, Gunn got black representation in all his superhero projects. When you look back, and he's handling it well. When you look back. So keeping the party rolling, I just wanted to bring us up to date with that. Mr. Terrific has been around for a minute since 1997. This character is approaching 30 years of existence. So in essence, there's material out there. Go back and read it. Take to social media. Let James Gunn know you want some more. That's what you do. Take to social media and shout out Edie Gathigi. Be on Blue Sky and everything like that. God knows you use social media for everything else. Comics this week. Another light list. Imperial issue 2. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? I seen some of us get stoked and everything like that over there on X. You like how T'Challa against the wall. T'Challa like, man, you don't see me. Fleet? Yeah. Shout out to Shadow Physics. Shout out to Jonathan Mayberry and everything like that. Listen, our boy is capable of doing a lot. They just don't do it. Speaking of our boy is capable of doing a lot, they just don't do it. Mr. Hickman, I have a question. I have a question. I'm asking you. Shuri, she's the Black Panther here in your story. What I'm asking is, are we doing away with the griot thing, or is this a temporary thing? Because what I've noticed is no writer, since how she's been portrayed in the MCU, wants to acknowledge her as a griot. Let me say that one more time. And I'm not necessarily a fan of us entertaining MCU trash. But what I've known is, ever since the writer chose to make the griot artificial intelligence, we're embracing MCU synergy. Mr. Hickman, the griot, that's Black culture. That means something to my people prior to America. That's how we keep our history. We're oral historians, thus the term griot. Now, we went awfully hard to make that young lady, her character, be able to stand alone outside of T'Challa. And she has some magnificent abilities in and of itself. But I need to know from you, because you're writing this story. She easily could have been written displaying her griot ability. You chosen, and you are him, you chosen to have her embracing her Black Panther ability, which is weird considering that means she would have had to undergo the Black Panther protocols. Right now, because we don't know what we got going on here, thanks to the trash that Jonathan Ridley has been giving us and the misdirection that Christopher Priest gave when he didn't have to, and the inconsistent editorial leadership of one CB Cebulski, this story, great as it is, should he be in the Black Panther? There's a lot of story that ain't been told for her to get there. Now, did that say I said she shouldn't be the Black Panther? Because I know somebody gonna come in here. No, that ain't what I said. I said there's a lot of story that ain't been told for her to even be where she is right now in this story with that costume on. Which is a complete story in and of itself. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Keep up with these notes. Keep up with these notes. Let's see here. Let me see. I forgot that we're also getting Cyborg, another Black genius. I think she was wearing a BP habit as part of T'Challa's plan, but we shall see. Might be. That's why I said I'm asking a question. Not making any assumptions, because like I said, the story is good. The story is good. It's just, it's a lot going on off panel in regards to Wakanda. And folks get offended when you ask questions. Well, not everybody, but some. Some get offended when you ask questions. Don't get offended. I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing. I'm just asking some questions and everything like that. I ain't trying to start nothing. My brother Daryl in the building. Where my brother Daryl at? My brother Daryl, way up there. Professor. Yeah, we in here. Let me see here. Grand Madam, he called himself standing against racism. Okay, that was in regards to RG3. Yeah. No, what RG3 got going on? So, when does this book even take place? It seems to be its own self-contained story. You're not far off with that, because we got Bruce. We got I forget the other Bruce name and everything like that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It seems like it's a self-contained story, but I just like asking questions. Moving right along, keeping the party rolling. Great question by Nightella. X-Men Revelations. Real quick, this is an Age of Apocalypse storyline, similar to that. The Rogue Storm comic book, I read the synopsis of it. It's written by Mr. Ayodele, and essentially Rogue is assembling a team of X-Men to go after Aurora because she's the only god left on the planet, and she has went mad from grief. But that's about it, though. That's all the chocolate you're gonna get in X-Men Revelation. I just will I be buying? No. I'm at Imperial. I'm down to Imperial and Ultimate Black Panther. And so just so we got clarification, I'm down to Imperial and Ultimate Black Panther. That's where I'm at. I read the Rogue Storm synopsis and I noticed distinct lack of black character. Yeah. This is so in essence what not telling is not telling. S. Jaddix is letting you know that X-Men Revelations looks a lot like X-Men from the Ashes. Ain't no chocolate. Can't wait to hear what the excuse is this time. Moving right along, because you don't need to stay there. The Epstein Files. So, I don't claim to be a Republican. I don't claim to be a Democrat. I don't claim to be a liberal. I don't claim to be a conservative, because I'm all that depending on what the situation is. I'm subject to be any one of those depending on what the situation is. So here's the thing, though. I am a human. I'm a person. You're a person. I'm a person. And transparency is transparency. If somebody think you got something to hide, the easiest way to show them that you don't have anything to hide is do this. Here you go. Open up your hands. There you go. Turn around. Turn around. Show them everything. So I ain't got nothing. Well, you got the Epstein files. Ain't this the dude that deleted himself? Okay. So, files, paperwork. If there's nothing there, show it to the American people. There's nothing there. Yeah, put it to Congress. Go through it. You know how Congress been going through, because we had no problem with folks reading the big beautiful bill, right? Right. They read it. Okay. Have them read the files. Wide ass open to the American. It's either something there or it's something not there. You're either in it or you're not in it. Either way, it's doing what we doing now, ain't it? This is literally acting like you got something to hide. And we all know that regardless of who we are, who you voted for. These are the actions of people who have something to hide. If you have nothing to hide, you show every damn thing. That's what that is. So my advice would be, and mind you, I'm saying this to whosoever. Don't let your career get effed up because you was covering for somebody who effed up. You want me to say that again? Don't let your political career get effed up because you covering for somebody who did not give two damns about their political career. Because when heads roll, they gonna roll. And I'm gonna tell you how bad this gonna get, because some of us cannot relate to this. And even I'm having a hard time relating to it because I wasn't really conscious. And when I say conscious, I mean aware. I was a kid. This finna be that whole damn Richard Nixon stuff all over again. By the time everything hit the fan, it's gonna be folks quitting. It's gonna be folks getting locked up. And it's gonna be people getting deleted. That's why this moving like this is. If we want to know why our country is moving in the direction that it's moving in right now, it's because damn near everybody that's behind this stuff, as in moving our country towards more of a kingdom than a democracy, they in that damn file. They in that damn file. So that's what that is. And thinking you this is why somebody, never mind, said too much. Breaking up T'Challa and Aurora, what they never say. We got one more topic, then we're going to get on up out of here. It sickens me when I see black folks make fun of the dissolving of T'Challa's and Aurora's relationship. Not that just your action sickens me. You sicken me as a person. You go above and beyond to troll other black people in regards to Aurora and T'Challa not being in a relationship, but you never mention the next black couple to be in a relationship. You just make fun of them not being in a relationship. You don't even offer up another black couple. Regardless of who you are. You could be a fan. You could be a content provider. You could be a writer. You could be an editor. Be a producer. You act like you don't understand what somebody is saying when they say black love. Because I don't want them together. You never say that about Lois and Clark. Hell, you don't even offer up someone else black for Aurora to be with. You offer up the white 5'3" dude. You don't even offer up a black woman for T'Challa to have a black baby with. No, you just tell folks should come check out issue 2, where he actually laid with a black woman, got a black woman pregnant, and they still couldn't conceive a child. And you black. That's the weirdest part of it. Some of you have said, well, I got a black mama, I got a black daddy. I can't tell. Because you don't see you at all. You don't even care to see you. When we sit up and have conversations about the characters, you can tell me every damn story about Bruce and Selena, Clark and Lois, but you're not asking why you can't tell me one damn story about Sam and Misty. You ain't even looking for that. You ain't even checking for it. You're so in love with characters that don't look like you. You don't know what to think about the characters that, and you wonder why, but you want equal. You want to be treated equally, don't you? You ain't even treating yourself equally. How in the hell? How in the hell? Let me do the subconscious programming thing. You black. You walk in the comic book store. What's the first comic book you looking for? You black. You going down the toy aisle. What's the first action figure you checking for? Because mind you, I'm telling you, they ain't got to be racist. They ain't got to be. They're not checking for the black action figure first. They ain't got to be racist. They're not checking for the black character first. Do you know why? Because they've learned to see value in them. And they haven't been subconsciously programmed to see value outside of them. You, on the other hand, you have been. And because you don't know to what degree that subliminal, that subconscious programming has been, you're not aware, woke enough to consciously be fighting against it 24/7. Thus, when you go to social media first thing in the morning, you have no problem poking fun at your fellow brothers and sisters who did not want to support a comic book featuring a white character sitting on the throne of a black nation. Because you ain't going to ever see the black character sitting on the throne of a white nation. And you know that. You know that. So I read, let me see, keep up with these notes. Do my darndy to keep up. Thank y'all so much for putting up. We got on up out of here. Where we at? Hour 28 minutes. Yeah, we ain't gonna be in here too long. What's going on? King Cam is in the building. Yes, sir. Perpetuating the stereotype. Yeah, had to take a call. Kamoyo is back. King Cam. I lived through Nixon's removal. DJT may not get the respect Nixon got when it got escorted out, but it was too cold. Yeah, that's it. Stop putting your relationship BS into Tachoro. And I think looking at tells you a lot about why he was down for a rolling low. Yeah, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Thank King Cam so much for pulling up, brother. You supposed to be enjoying your birthday. Shout out to the missus, by the way, King Cam. Shout out to the missus, by the way. T'Challa taking on 2 Hulks and utilizing shadow physics. Listen. Say that again now, tell him. Taking on 2 Hulks and using shadow physics. Jonathan Hickman was in his bag. And once again, we say we Black Panther fans. That shouldn't surprise us. But to my brother Daryl's point, let me say it like this. Because me and Daryl been stuck where we stuck at in YouTube purgatory for too damn long. It don't matter the content we putting out or not. Them numbers don't move. And as not tell them, Kamoyo would tell you got to check your notifications 2-3 times because they take your notifications off. Well, that ain't just me and Daryl. No, YouTube been funky like that with quite a few of us. When they don't like what we doing, they not keen with what we saying, they suppress the content that we putting out. Well, it's real damn weird. Going back to what you just said, We'll make sure I get right here. I read that. Let me see. Taking on 2 Hulks and using the person on social media was surprised. Well, here's the thing. You're not surprised if you rock with me and Daryl. Because me and Daryl been told y'all what that character was capable of doing. So it should be common knowledge. But here's the thing. No, me and Daryl videos ain't being promoted. And those whose videos are being promoted, they not educating the Black Panther mass, the fan base, on that character like that. So when stuff pop up like this in his comic book, by and large, Black Panther fans are surprised because, as Maxine Shaw would say, you learned about this character either in the movies or in the cartoons. Those of us who've been rocking with this character for a minute, we know damn good and well what this character can and can't do from the rooter to the tutor. Oh no, if all you know is the MCU, you've been misled. As somebody said today, if they wrote T'Challa the way T'Challa's supposed to be wrote, he OP. if they write him the way he's supposed to be writing, he gonna F up both them hopes. Here we go. Somebody's immunity system is supposed to be working in overtime soon as he flashed out them claws. Yeah, Bruce gamma radiated, old boy gamma radiated, they supposed to be feeling off soon as T'Challa pop his claws. Oh yeah, you're supposed to be feeling off. You're not operating at 100%. You're not. As soon as he scratch you, your ass is clawed. Your ass is poisoned. Yeah. Because see, you do have metal in your bloodstream, and we do know what his anti-vibranium claws can do to you. Just being popped out in the open, just you being exposed to it. Damn, you being cut by it. Yeah, he OP. But see, you not gonna get that. The Glazers not gonna tell you that. The angry black people not gonna tell you that. And the racists not gonna tell you that. No, you gonna get that from the 100% fans, regardless of who we are. But YouTube is gonna suppress our content. Thus, when you see T'Challa doing feats like this, you're surprised. Well, Jonathan Hickman ain't gonna be surprised. Jonathan Hickman, him. He know what he can and can't do. he know what he can and can't do. They will have a fit if they have a black man on the throne. King Cam. Cam come in off the top rope. And he ain't lying. A black man sitting on the throne in the Game of Thrones. First and foremost, ain't none of us finna act like that's gonna be a possibility. Second of all, you ain't ever got to worry about one of them doing that. For that very reason. I love the Rock With Me Nation. Man, listen, you all remember the Rock With Me Nation, big dog. And King Cam's Ujamba, we love having a part. We love being a part of that. Black people saying black characters teaming up is forced. That sounds crazy. Huh, man? A white character sitting on Wakanda's throne without any uproar from the black fans is the ultimate in brainwashing. Listen, Grand Madam, like I said, I woke up this morning and there was a blurb trolling, had to cover to issue 2, trolling those of us who had an issue with issue 1, saying we should have waited, or we overreacted. I mean, just going ham. Matter of fact, hold on, see if I can find it. No, let me see if I can find it, because I like, well, you went extra hard to make sure you drug us in front of God and country. Like, who you were doing it, on whose behalf is who you was doing this for. Like I said, I'm not gonna read the person's name because I'm not gonna do that. They got the time and attention that they wanted. I'm pretty sure Christopher Priest has thanked them. They'll probably be receiving some awards and everything like that from Marvel. Make sure I get to what the person said here. I'm like, man, that's what we're doing. Here we go. There's more than a few of you who read this today. Realize you jumped to hella conclusions last month, didn't use an ounce of critical thinking, and feel extra dumb and silly for it right now. And I love that for you. Maybe next time, let the story breathe a little bit. Now, mind you, all they got is the front cover. They don't go into the story. See, this is why I'm here. They don't go into the story, but you went above and beyond. I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to read your name, but I want to because you deserve it. You went above and beyond. You could have just said you like the story. But no, what we want to do is we want to denigrate those who don't. So you capping for a Black Panther comic book with Everett Ross on the splash page. You capping for a Black Panther comic book where the titular character cannot even conceive a child with a black woman. Knowing damn good and well that character has as of yet to even have a child with any woman, let alone a black woman in the 616. And you couldn't wait. You couldn't, that like you was good, huh? Laughing first thing this morning. That was you. Maybe next time, let the story breathe a little bit. Is Christopher Priest paying you, dude? Is Christopher Priest paying you? Is Marvel Comics paying you? Because you couldn't wait. Mind you, you sound stupid when somebody actually reveals what happened in the damn comic book. Now you look dumb as hell. So now the question becomes, what's your agenda? What agenda are you pushing? That's a fair question. Because when you go to page 12, when you go to that last page, that last damn page, which you ain't talk about, ain't too different from the last page in the first damn comic book. A white character as Black Panther. Not Hunter, not Casper Cole, but Everett Ross's son. And you think you did something. Well, it was a reason why I didn't do that. And when I say didn't do that, didn't acknowledge your tweet, acknowledge your post, because you wouldn't have liked it. You wouldn't have liked it. You were going to take it personal. You were going to get offended. You should be offended, but me mentioning your post shouldn't be what offends you. Right. It got up like, ooh, let me get on Twitter and cap. Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he did. He got up, could not wait. Daryl Field said, I love seeing Black Lightning and Mr. Terrific 2 book from year one. Bronze Tiger should have been in as well. Who knows? We'll get it. What we need to do, Daryl Field, is keep the book going. Let them know, buy the book, buy, I guess, 2 copies of the book and everything like that. Talk about the book amongst each other on social media. Tag the writer, the editors in it. Let them know we like the books, so we keep it going and everything like that. So to your point, yes, absolutely. It's a concerted effort to be on Demon Time. It is. It damn sure is. Have you guys thought having a call-in stream for Friday Night Vibing? Yes, 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 and yes. Daryl and I are thinking of more ways to make Friday Night Vibing what it should be, not what it is currently. But we want, I might be misspeaking for Daryl. We want that. We want to represent it. We want a show that represents us as comic book fans, a talk show, if you will, talk show podcast. We want to be able to bring in comic book writers. We want to be able to bring in musical guests, things of that nature. And we want to talk comic books. We want to be able to talk sports. We want to be able to talk social issues. We want to make sure people can come in with a good feeling and leave with a good feeling as well. So, yes, call in, all that is on the table. We really want to do for the comic book industry what's been done for the music industry, what's been done for the sports industry, what's being done for the movie industry. And we don't have that. And I think, doing the podcast, the YouTube videos is all fine, well and dandy and everything like that. But you need that show where you can come in, you could bring actors in, you could ask them, because I wouldn't mind asking the actor that's playing Wonder Man, hey, what do you know? You know, you ever thought about you did a magnificent job as Black Manta. You absolutely did. When it came to playing the role of Wonder Man, was this a role you chose, or was this a role that was offered to you? Are you aware of any other Black characters out there, other Black characters that you could be? That's the type of show we want. And like I said, I'm speaking for myself. I don't want to misspeak, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the type of show that we deserve. I would love to be a part of. Love to have my brother be a part of, sharing the spotlight and everything like that. So that's where our head is at. That's what we're aiming for. This right here is temporary. This right here is temporary. Let's see here. Flash got up like last month. We already knew this was going to be Raw's child, and that was part of the problem. Absolutely. Absolutely. And people act like that's not a big thing. It is a big thing when you know T'Challa ain't had one. I don't know. He would have been a great Black Panther instead of Wonder Man. Yeah, absolutely. Imperial Comic 2 review coming tomorrow. Theo. Yes, people need that breakdown by people. Hey, honestly, you would have got Imperial today, truth be told, because I did read it today. You would be definitely having Imperial come your way tomorrow. I did do the comic book review for Ultimate Black Panther 2. So we got to get that out and everything like that. But we will have Imperial coming our way tomorrow. Last topic before we get on up out of here. Thank y'all so much for pulling it up. Thank y'all so much. Last problem. Solving the WWE belt problem, too much of a good thing. So WWE had an event this weekend to all the beautiful women that pretend. When I say beautiful women, I'm just same thing, synonymous. Beautiful to me is synonymous with women. So it's basically me to all the women out there, women that participated in WWE Evolution, put on a tremendous show. Jade Cargill did her thing. Naomi did her thing. Naomi cashed in. We still see Bianca Belair. Her fingers are broken. Get well soon, Queen. We want to see you back in the square circle as soon as possible. Our daughter has a conversation with me yesterday, and she says, Dad, they have too many belts, the WWE. And I said to her, we would like to think it's that simple. I said, but it's not. It's a combination of too many belts and not enough character development. What do I mean when I say that? Well, first of all, you have to understand where we started, the WWE, WWF. We had 3. We would have the WWE Heavyweight Championship. We would have the Intercontinental title, and we would have a women's belt, and we would have a tag team belt. There was no tag team for women, right? They bought WCW, and from WCW came the World Championship belt, the United States Championship belt, and a tag team belt. WCW comes over. All right. We split the brands. We got Raw. We got SmackDown. Raw, SmackDown. SmackDown, Raw. Here's the problem. While we have enough wrestlers for 2 shows, what we don't have is enough quality for 2 shows. And they know it. That's why you've seen certain wrestlers go back and forth between SmackDown and Raw. Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, you got enough wrestlers, but you don't have enough quality. As in, we as fans aren't interested in enough. Part of that is due to their storytelling. Let's start with the tag team belts. Right now, you just had the New Day lose to Judgment Day. Okay, cool. Over on SmackDown, you just had the Street Profits lose to the Wyatt Six. Cool. Well, the Street Profits really didn't have anybody challenging them for them belts over on SmackDown. No differently than New Day really didn't have anybody challenging them for the belts. And think about it. Who were the New Day's #1 nemesis when it came to tag team wrestling? It was the Usos. But you don't have the Usos as a tag team. And it wasn't anybody else. It was New Day, Usos. Usos, New Day. That's it. Well, you took the belt off the New Day because they weren't doing anything to elevate it, but that wasn't their fault. The problem that the New Day were having as tag team champions, that's going to be the same problem that the Judgment Day had. Mind you, this ain't the first time the Judgment Day has been tag team champions and suffered from a lack of opponents. The same thing is going to happen with the Wyatt Six, because who do you have over there on SmackDown that's a legitimate tag team? You know what would make an interesting tag team is if we got the New Day, Judgment Day, Street Profits, and the Wyatt Six. That's 4 quality tag teams. But then you only need one belt. You only need one set of belts for that. The same thing in regards to the championship belts. The WCW championship, the World Championship belt and the Universal title. Well, who holds the Universal title? John Cena. Okay. Well, who got the World Heavyweight Championship belt? Gunther. Well, who gonna fight John Cena over here? I don't want to see Cody Rhodes no more. Who finna fight Gunther? Drew McIntyre? How many times has he beat Drew McIntyre? Oh, okay. Well, we don't want to see him face Drew McIntyre. Okay, Roman Reigns. They did bring him back. That's the problem. It ain't that they got too many belts. You're not doing great storytelling with what you got. You don't have enough quality wrestlers, storytelling, storylines where all the belts can be involved. That said, this is my solution. Some of the wrestlers you need to let go. Some of the wrestlers you need to let go. You only need one belt. That's the heavyweight belt, the top belt. That should be the Universal Championship. I don't know how we're saying Universal and then got another belt up under that or on the side. No, the Universal belt. Figure out which one you want because you need 3 belts, and this will allow all the storytelling you want. The Universal belt, belt 2, it could be the Intercontinental belt. Belt 3 could be the United States heavyweight belt. See, you got 3 tiers right there. 3 tiers. They give you all the storytelling you need. Then when you look at the tag team belts, you got a tag team for your women, a tag team for your men. Now those belts gonna travel back and forth between Monday and Friday night. Yep. Whoever is a champion, they ain't got to wrestle every Monday and Friday night, but they need to be showing up on the TV every Monday and Friday night. And the women need to have corresponding belts. Yep. A women's Universal Championship belt, a women's Intercontinental belt, and a woman's United States belt, a woman tag team belt. That'll allow you to get everybody involved. That's all you need. But that's just me. I don't work for WWE. Ain't nobody asked me no question. My daughter did, but hey, she asked me that question. Let me keep up with these notes. Where we at? We had a minute 48. We about up out of here. Raw, SmackDown, main event, NXT, and now Evolve. Yeah, the story is way off right now, and the characters are a bit bland. I'm just watching each week because it's something to watch once I get off work and have dinner. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm trying to figure out. I said John Cena is nice, but we should be looking at a John Cena Gunther match. Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. I don't want to see Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. The booking in regards to Jey Uso taking L after L after L after he won the belt. Shouldn't have did that. With the Wyatt Six being as they are, I think it's past time because I don't see where we put the belts back on the New Day. I don't see where we put the belts back on the Street Profits. What I can see us needing, though, is combining the Street Profits and the New Day as one team and rebranding them. Rebranding them. Let them do that. I don't want to say no differently than they did with the Judgment Day. There needs to be a young lady, a woman wrestler attached to that stable, and she does not need to be viewed as a valet. She needs to be viewed as a member of that stable, no differently than Rhea Ripley. The young ladies that are on Judgment Day, where they come out putting hands. Now, here we go. Paul Levesque. You won't smoke. You won't heat. You want that. You got the Judgment Day sitting over there on Monday nights, right? How many women you got over there with the Judgment Day? 2 of them. Right. How many dudes over there with the Judgment Day? 3, 4? I'm finna give you solid gold. Now, what you do is what you do, but it's printed money. It's printed money. You need to have the Street Profits and the New Day chop it up with one another. You need to have Bianca and Jade chop it up. Jade and Bianca need to team up with the New Day and the Street Profits. Form one big stable. You could take that stable from Friday night to Saturday night to Sunday night to Monday night to any pay-per-view you want to. That's made money. Put that stable together. Let them do what they gonna do. Between Montez Ford, because that's the mouthpiece. Between Montez Ford and the women that are his wife, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, it's printed money. Printed money. Printed money. Printed money. Another faction, another stable that's printed money, Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Made money. Yeah. That could be your women's stable right there. Made money. I don't know what you're thinking. I know it look obvious, like who would beat them? That's the question right there. Mind you, we ain't never asked these questions in regards to the Undertaker and Kane. We just let them go out there and whoop everybody up, right? Right. Same thing. Same thing. You tripping. Do all the heels have belts? Yeah. Gunther's a heel. Cena's a heel. Buff Barbie. I can't remember her name. She's a heel and Naomi's a heel. So yeah, all the heels got belts. Both the teams are heels. So just like the Hurt Business. Yes, just like the Hurt Business. Goldberg losing like that rubbed me the wrong. I ain't like that. I ain't like that either. But then again, I didn't like Jay losing like that either in the middle of the ring. No, dog. No, you can't. I know his retirement match, he's supposed to lose, but he ain't got to lose like that. He ain't got to lose like that. He don't. AEW does belts better as they can be defended in other promotions. That's what's up. That's what's up. So listen, going back over the topics tonight and everything like that, I hope you got from it what it was intended to be. I didn't mean to offend anybody, but we have this saying, don't get mad if I see you. I see you. And I see the greatness in you. The question is, do you see the greatness in yourself? The question is, do you see greatness in yourself? Grand Madam Tara used the word when we were talking about T'Challa several months ago. She said T'Challa's a benevolent leader. He's a benevolent king. He is. But if you are a biblical person, spiritual person, right? Well, our God is a benevolent God. And if we are created in his image first, then we were created to be benevolent leaders, not followers in debauchery. Well, nobody ever said being a leader was easy. But I would damn sure rather lead than follow BS. It's a rhetorical mindset. You got to figure out which one you want to do. That said, I'm out. Thank y'all so much. This has been a blast. We don't have to agree. We don't. We don't. We do not have to agree. And we ain't got to do the same daggum thing. I'm not going to dislike you because you doing something different. No, you doing what you do. You do what I do. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to judge you. If we moving differently, we going to move differently. But if I had expectations that you were going to move one way and you choose to move a different way, then I'm going to adjust my expectations. I'm going to adjust my expectations. And that's just what that I'm going to adjust my expectations of you for my peace of mind. That way, I ain't got to be disappointed if you do something that I didn't think you were going to do. That's what, not mad, not judging, no, none of that. You chose to make another move. I didn't see it coming. I thought you was going to do something different. You chose to do something else, threw me for a loop. I didn't get mad. I got disappointed. And you can't tell me not to be disappointed. You can't. You can tell me not to judge you because I'm not supposed to. You can tell me not to be mad because I didn't probably, but you can't tell me not to be disappointed. You can't. So that's what that is. I'm out. This has been a great show. I had fun. Hopefully you had fun as well. We're going to do this again. Tomorrow, we got nothing but comic book reviews. From the AM to the PM, we got nothing but comic book reviews. So, with that said, I'm out. In memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Right. Whether we agree or not. See, whether we agree or not. Right. I still wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out.